up, Long Beach? It's Mike.
And Tyler.
Welcome back to your home for Long Beach sports.
And this high school football highlight is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rib Company.
Well, here we go. Second week, we're going to Cerritos College. The Jackrabbits taking on the Servite Friars. Classic trap game, Tyler.
Indeed. Servite, great program that's down a little bit in recent seasons, and the Jackrabbits know the crown jewel of their schedule lies ahead next week, coming off a shaky game against Crenshaw, and before you know it, quarterback Travis Waller and downtown Tony Brown have Servite up 10-0 here just right before the end of the first quarter. Jackrabbits on their heels a little bit.
But they drew up their answer, a 56-yard touchdown run from Jeremy Calhoun.
That's not too bad. That's a pretty good answer when you go that far. The Calhooligan takes it all the way into the end zone. It's now 10-6. So Jackrabbits just waking up here now early in the second.
Well, and some defense. Nice to see that. The sophomore Jackie Jones, a.k.a. JJ, a.k.a. Jack,
a.k.a. 2 interceptions in 2 weeks.
Sophomore making a bit of a name for himself at the start of this season. They definitely need that. But on the next play, Polly gives the ball right back. Going for that home run after the turnover, but Servite's Maurice Davidson is going to take it right back.
Climb the center field wall and take that home run right away. And then you need a spark on defense. Oh, Juju can spark quite a bit. 9 is a factor. And Caleb Turner bringing the juice to the Friars.
So, enough pounding. Eventually something's going to shake loose. In this case, it's the ball. James Brooks is going to scoop that up. Obviously, every high school football player wants to play in the NFL. If Brooks was playing in the NFL, that would have been a touchdown.
But instead, it goes to the offense, and Tiedemann doing what he does best in that hurry-up offense, showing composure, trying to lead his team right before halftime. Hands it off to Calhoun. He's going to weave his way through. Jackrabbits marching into the red zone.
Tiedemann finds Iman Marshall as they continue to move towards pay dirt. He took them 50 yards in a little bit under 2 minutes. Calhoun's going to plunge in for his second score of the day from 1 yard out, and suddenly Long Beach Poly has a 2-point lead going into halftime, 12-10, and they were rolling to start the third quarter.
So it starts to seem like all is well as Tiedemann goes out and finds Christian Pavico. As things are starting to work. They got down 10-0, but they've answered, had a halftime lead. Now
very similar to what happened in the Crenshaw game. Jeremy Calhoun at 18 carries for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. But they really needed that one right there, because if they punch it in here, very different game. But this is a huge, huge sack for the Servite defense, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Swarming were the black shirts, and then a big-time stop as they finish it off. And it really did change the game, because if Poly scores there, up 2 possessions, and now the fans are starting to literally believe that they could win this game.
And so does their quarterback, who on the very next play...
Not that
him.
guy.
No, over there. Yeah. 84 yards to pay dirt on the first play after that turnover on downs. That's how close this game was to going the other direction. They just couldn't keep a hold of Waller, though. He had 2 straight touchdown drives, and right here he's going to find downtown Brown to go up by 2 scores.
That's a heck of a catch. Put him in City Hall for that grab. As Servite's starting to pull away 25-12. We're still in the third quarter, though, so plenty of time for the Jackrabbits as they bring in the Love, Josh Love.
Love had gotten a little bit of run earlier in the first half, but here he gets to lead the entire drive and did a phenomenal job. You can bet that you're going to be hearing about this in comment sections throughout the week. Josh Love, the transfer junior, goes 6 of 6 on this drive. He finds Juju. He finds Iman Biggie Marshall. He's getting the ball into the hands of the Jackrabbits playmakers at the time when they most needed him to. Like we mentioned, he goes 6 of 6 on the drive, bringing them all the way down the field.
He just looked composed. He just looked confident as if he'd been playing the whole game. And like you said, spreading it to his targets. And then eventually Love going to cap it off by hitting Johnny Rucker in the end zone. His love don't cost a thing. And the Jackrabbits now pull within 1 score. Has this flipped this thing around, getting Josh Love into the game? Just a 7-pointer with under 10 minutes left.
You certainly felt so, but the defense just could not hold Waller down. He's going to find Neil Pau, who slips behind the coverage down the left sideline. And Waller had just a phenomenal night. Poly does not usually get beat by one guy, but that's certainly what happened here. He had 306 of his team's 359 offensive yards. Servite goes up by 2 scores right here to put it away. Jackrabbits score a touchdown in garbage time, but it's 31-24 Friars in a major upset of the CIF Pac-5 Division's #1 team.
And let's remember, the Jackrabbits were led by this defense 31 points, more than they expected to give up in this football game. They've got some questions to answer. Not sure who's going to be taking the snaps next week, but they will be important snaps because it's going to be against very, very very highly touted Corona Centennial at Mission Viejo.
A lot of work for the Jackrabbits to do, certainly, and if you remember last year, you can probably bet that there's going to be some twists and turns ahead of us. Obviously, we will be right here for all of that coverage, because you're already at the home of Long Beach sports.